The face of the modern punk. An ugly face to some, but what an eloquent and creative group of individuals they are.
If you open your eyes, archaeology, who put that there? Ideology, an even bigger scare, and somehow, without reason, you take your dose of poison, a distraction to your reaction. You accept with no regrets, then sweat and curse and swallow something even worse. Mass deceit through generations creates pain and sickness and devastation. Your hesitation to your destination only buys them time to pollute your mind. An eternity of countless lives with no one to question or criticise. You don't doubt anymore, that was 2024, but this is life. And now it's 2025, your adrenaline fights to stay alive. Taking their medication, rebelling with hesitation. What comes next? The light of the lamp shall not shine on you anymore. For your merchants were the great ones on the earth. For what it's worth, for your drug society, nations were led astray. You stood your ground though, in your mind, unable to see. You were born blind, our world is being taken, unless you awaken. And show them they're fucked with the wrong generation.
Hello, 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 hello. And we started the show with the British anarchy punk band Conflict with their new song Outside the Box from their new album This Much Remains. Sadly, the band just recently lost their vocalist Colin Jerwood to a short illness. May he rest in peace.
Repeat.
And this was Mother's Milk, also a song by the band I just presented to you, Conflict from the UK's. Welcome world! Welcome all my global listeners to the second episode of our English-speaking show, Global Noise, here on the waves of punk radio underground. It's me, Miras, your distant European cousin, and I invite you to join me as we check out all the news from underground bands who've reached out to us from all around the world. Let's learn some culture, and yes, witness me butcher the names of many people and cities they come from. And remember, we play music because, as a radio, we love spreading and helping bands get heard. We don't want your money, we want your music to be heard around the world. So if you're in a band, or if you know a band that wants to join our radio family, let us know. You can find all the info on our website, radiounderground.org. But for now, let's get rolling with the second episode. We're gonna start this, we're moving to Poland. The beautiful city of Kraków, or as Americans say, Krakow, Kraków, from where a band called Die Akners has reached out to us. They play a sort of grunge punk blend straight from their garage, and they just released their new album. The lineup of the band is a trio: Jurek on bass, Michu on drums, Staś on guitar and vocals. Still students, but in 2021 they decided to start a garage band. And just 2 years later, they got serious and put together an album about the routine and monotony of everyday life, and a typical frustration that comes with it. Honestly, the album is not fully ready, but we play a demo for all you Global Noise listeners. And yes, the name is Die Akners. The name was inspired by a problem that probably everyone struggles with: acne. So like acners, acnes, acners. So let's listen to Die Akners with their title song, Die Akners. Okay, that was Die Acners with their song Die Acners from Kraków in Poland. Gone to town of, and here's some tongue twisters for all my listeners from outside of Poland. We go on the town of Pszczyna, where you can find the band Serso. You can find them on Facebook and YouTube if you want to find some more music from them. Serso plays a mix of punk, reggae and ska. The band came together in 2010, and 2016 they've played at the Polish Woodstock, or better known to more people as the Poland Rock Festival. You might have heard the song Polska playing on our radio. Well, now another track joins the lineup, so listen to their new single Tata, which, fun fact, in Polish, Tata means dad. So let's check this out. That was Serso from Poland with their new song Tata. And remember guys, Tata means dad in Polish. You're gonna learn a few things with me here and now and then. Okay, so we are leaving Poland again, and we are flying to Finland, where I want to introduce a band whose name I will butcher horribly. And I didn't do much research about it, so Areton Kapina, Areton Kapina, with their new single. That was the name. The single, Jesus Christ, Musta Kulta. It's not the first time Areton Kapina has guested on our radio. If Google Translate is not mistaken, the band's name translates to Infinite Rebellion, while the song means black gold. Whew, I'm gonna learn so many different languages from the show. So are you. Anyhow, let's listen. Areton Kapina with their song Musta Kulta from Finland. That was Araton Kapina with Musta Kulta. Ooh, la la. Good show, good show. We're moving forward, but not too far. You could say we're going to see the neighbors if you want to check the map. We're going to Sweden. Jesus Christ. Okay. We're going to Sweden, and the band is called Drapslag. Drapslag. And they released 2 new singles. Jesus. Dra et helvete. And I thought Polish was difficult. Knorgrararvica. Ooh, I apologize to anyone in Sweden who has to hear my horrible pronunciations. I'm trying my best in here. Well, according to translations, the name of the band translates to The Killer Blow, while the single translates to Go to Hell and Kognar Lullaby. Drapslag is a trio. Pelle, guitar and vocals, Marcus on bass and vocals, and Emil on drums. Their new album, Framstupa Pungle, is available on Bandcamp. So let's listen to Dra al Helvete.
Ta din brist på empati, ta ditt pick och pack. Du kan dra åt helvete. Ta ditt liv från andras sätt och ditt skitsnack. Kan du dra åt helvete? Du kan dra, du kan dra, du kan dra, du kan dra, du kan dra åt helvete. Du kan dra, du kan dra, du kan dra, du kan dra, du kan dra åt helvete. Det är fan i att döma nu.
Alright, that was Dra at Helvete by our friends from Sweden, the band better known as Drapslag. That's some genuinely good stuff. I can see myself running into the mosh pit to somewhere in Sweden. Maybe I should. Anybody from Sweden or anybody here who went to Sweden, if you want to let me know how it is to travel to Sweden, you let me know. Again, I'm sorry for my Scandinavian, very bad Scandinavian pronunciation, and I will work on that. Now, we're moving to Netherlands, specifically the town of Tilburg, where you can find a band called Prey, which has also been a guest on our radio before. They recently released a new extended play album, Eternal Youth / Short Circuit, which is available on Bandcamp. And, well, surprise, only 2 songs. But pretty good stuff. So let's listen to Short Circuit. Why not? Prey from Tilburg in Netherlands with their new song Short Circuit. I really like that one. It gives me very much Dead Kennedys vibes. I very much like this one. Prey with the song Short Circuit. Okay, we're moving to the United States. Yeah, USA. I want to introduce you guys to a band from below. Yes, the band is called From Below. From the state of North Carolina. From Below is Matt on guitar, Ernie on bass, Nathan on drums, and Fred on vocals. They just released an extended play album titled The Deeds of Monsters, which is available on Bandcamp for $4. You can find 3 songs on their EP. So let's give it a try and listen to the track Terra to Machina. From Below with their song Terra to Machina. That's some good stuff, all the way from North Carolina in the USA. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, we're heading back to Poland. Yes, if you guys don't know yet, our radio station is mostly based in Poland, but it doesn't mean we are locked in just in that country. But going back to Poland, we're going to Warsaw, where a band familiar with our radio, Damned Souls from Warsaw, has something new to share. The band is composed of Sosu on guitar and vocals, Smoku on drums and vocals, and Kudo on bass. Damned Souls just released a new single, Bądź sobą, which translates to Be Yourself. So let's give it a listen. Let's listen to Damned Soul with their new single, Be Yourself.
Nowy dzień, nowe doświadczenia. Ktoś za, a ktoś przeciw tobie jest. Toksycznych ludzi unikaj jak ognia. Nigdy nie trać własnego ja. Bądź sobą, mój przyjacielu. Bądź sobą, nie daj siebie dbić. Masz swój rozum, ufaj sumieniu. Zdrowy rozsądek na sercu możesz nieść. Na każdy temat masz swój punkt widzenia. W dupie masz cudzy życia schemat. Idziesz pod prąd po wysokich kamieniach. Twoja wolność to bezcenny skarb. Bądź sobą, mój przyjacielu. Bądź sobą, nie daj siebie dbić. Masz swój rozum, ufaj sumieniu. Zdrowy rozsądek na sercu możesz nieść. Możesz nieść. Możesz nieść. Bądź sobą, mój przyjacielu. Bądź sobą, nie daj siebie dbić. Masz swój rozum, ufaj sumieniu. Zdrowy rozsądek na sercu możesz. Bądź sobą, mój przyjacielu. Bądź sobą, nie daj siebie dbić. Masz swój rozum, ufaj sumieniu. Zdrowy rozsądek na sercu możesz nieść.
Damned Souls from Warsaw with their new song, Bądź sobą. Good stuff. Okay, we're staying in Poland. This time we're going to go to the town of Lublin. I actually have family in there, where you can find a group called Misconception. With their new album, Emulate, Emulate, a 6-piece band that combines metal and raw hardcore with saxophone. This gonna be interesting. I don't know about you guys, but I personally do enjoy some good saxophone here and there. You know, some careless whispers. But yeah, let's check this out. Misconception with their new song, Emulate.
Lost
Misconception. And please forgive me, I made a little mistake. This was Misconception with their song Cold Hands from their Immolate album, just released. Sorry for that mistake. Okay, we're gonna move on, but I need to say that this Misconception, Cold Hands, that's some good stuff, hard stuff. I like to refer to this type of music as a good stuff to good music for hitting nails into concrete, as a best of the compliments. Okay, we're moving forward to a different country. We're gonna move to France right now. We're gonna go to town of Lyon, from where a band Fleur reach out to us. You can find their new self-titled album ST on Bandcamp, available digitally or on vinyl for €20. 5 songs on a very sharp-looking vinyl, I must say. The name Fleur can be translated to, well, whip. You know, like a whip. So let's see their new music. Let's see if their new music will whip our ears. Let's listen to their song, Force Brute. Force the Brute from the French band Fleu. I highly encourage you guys to check out the music video for this, because it's a great sound, like good old action movies, make you feel brutal force, I want to say. But check it out. Okay, we are now flying to Ireland, to the great city of Cork, which I had to actually visit. I had a chance to be in Ireland, and it was a beautiful country. I would like to go check it out again. Cork was one of those places I did not have a chance to go check out. And yeah, let's go to Cork, from where the band Fight Your Fears wrote to us. A punk band created in the summer of 2018 by a bassist of very well known to some band Vohate, especially for the Polish listeners. So let's listen to the new single Jest miłość, which means there is love. Yes, miłość, good stuff, there is love. And yes, Fight Your Fears is a Polish punk band based in Cork, Ireland. That's pretty cool stuff, right? Okay, we're moving, but not far, because we're going to Scotland, to the town of Tomintoul, from where a band called Bartakis has released a new album, Final Girls. You can find their album on Bandcamp in a digital, CD, or old school cassette format. What's really awesome is that Bartakis is a duo, two sisters who play politically charged punk rock, and it's amazing. They are fast, furious, and full of righteous rage, kicking out jams with minimal nonsense and maximum raged attitude. The girls are also popular. The girls are so popular that all cassette tapes are already sold out. Damn it. Well, let's listen. Let's listen to Bartakis and listen to the song Final Girls from Scotland. That was Bartakis with their song Final Girls. That was some great stuff. I really need to admit, I am a huge fan of all girl bands. I think they don't get enough recognition for how much awesomeness they can produce. So great work, Bartakis. Keep on creating, keep on writing to us. I love your stuff. Keep going, girls. You are doing awesome. Okay, we're now flying to Berlin, where you can find a band named Nothing Works. The band just released a new album titled Bold Talk for a Burnout Account. Excuse me, Bold Talk for a Burnt Account. I listened to them and I really enjoy the positive, kind of joking vibe of their music. Especially nowadays and age, we need something like that once in a while. You can purchase the album digitally or on cassette or CD for €5 on Bandcamp. So, let's listen to their new song with pretty interesting title. Look at the shit you just spew out. That was a band called Nothing Works from Berlin with their new song Look at the Shit You Just Spew Up. Okay, now we are heading back to USA. We're going back to Salem, Massachusetts. Spooky season is coming up. Halloween, woo-hoo, October, right behind the corner. So in Salem, Massachusetts, you can find a band called Shiver, formed in 2013 by a group of friends with a shared love for Coldplay, branched out from pop-punk projects into the world of indie emo rock. Their self-titled debut album dropped in 2014, influenced by Daughter and Coldplay. In 2016, they released their first long play, Evergreen. Through counterintuitive and honest face records, drawing inspiration from Now and Moving Mountains, 2 years later came out the folk-tinged EP Golden Hour. By 2020, Shiver felt they had truly found their sound with See the Light, blending all their influences with personal growth. They follow up with Something to Rely On in 2023, leading into indie influence like Dustin Tebow or S. Carney. And now, their proudest release yet, Tops Feel Fair, from May 2025, where they dive into their love of 90s alt-rock, pulling inspiration from the Goo Goo Dolls and Oasis. So, let's give it a listen to their song, Down. That was Shiver from Salem, Massachusetts with their song Down, available on their new album Topsfield Fair. For those who do not know, Topsfield Fair is a very well-known attraction in, well, Topsfield, Massachusetts. It is one of the oldest fairs in the country, if I think correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it is a classic, well-known place to come and visit, especially now in the month of October. So check out Shiver on Spotify, Bandcamp, and actually YouTube, I think, as well. Okay. Now, last news for today. I want to introduce you to another band from Germany, which I love the name, by the way. They Promised Me Ponies. Don't you just hate when people promise you ponies and you just show up to a show and there's no ponies? God damn. So, They Promised Me Ponies is a hardcore band from Dartmouth, formed in 2015 from the remnants of various local hardcore acts. That means that 5 guys have been on the road in almost the same lineup for over 10 years now, playing stages across the country. Their first warning shot came in 2016 with the release of a demo, followed by in 2020 by their debut album Tales from the Past, which received a solid review. In 2022, the band went through their first and so far only lineup change, where singer Madsy stepped down. They quickly recruited vocalist Stefan from their choice of musical circle. Much like how the band itself had originally formed, with the new lineup, they kept working on songs and refining their sounds, leading up to their new full-length album in 2025. It's Getting Worse. The album picks up right where they left out, energetic, uncompromising, and stripped to the frills. Musically, the band leans heavy towards classic hardcore, by diverse musical backgrounds of its members bringing all sort of influences. When metalheads and crust punk play side by side in the same band, the result can only be something special. Reducing TPMP to compromisation with big-name American acts like Madball or Terror will be selling them short. As different as their individual music roots may be, they are united in what they stand for and what they represent. Tough guy posturing and macho attitude have no place in the band, nor does tolerance of indifference towards racism, fascism, sexism, homophobia, or other toxic forces in our world. For TPMP, They Promised Me Ponies, the idea is that hardcore unites rather than divides, is a non-negotiable principle, reflected in both their lyrics and their presence. And while working on songs or spending time in the studio is fun, the true highlight of their craft has always been the live shows, where they can fully embrace the closeness with their audience and turn every performance in one big shared experience. So, let's give it a listen to their song, Fight the System. That was They Promised Me Ponies from Germany. Great stuff, good stuff, pretty good stuff from Dartmouth, Germany. Personally, I think they got just the right amount of hardcore punk. Yeah, I know this show is only the second episode, by the way, but honestly, if you guys are interested, I just might line up a new interview, actually with the band, if it helps spread the culture. And speaking of spreading the culture, don't forget to check out our social media, Instagram and Facebook for updates. Hit up our YouTube channel where you can find all our other shows and join our community on Discord. All that and more is on our website, radiounderground.org. You can also listen to us on streaming services like TuneIn by simply telling your AI overlord, play Radio Underground. That's how I listen to radio most of the time. Hit us up if you want to discover new music, or if you want to spread the word about your band or others. All contact info is on our website. But now, it's time to wrap up the second episode of Global Noise. Hopefully, this one came out a little bit better than the first one, because I'm still trying to figure out the audio of how to make this sound just fine, working on this right sound quality. And yeah, this was Miras, your distant European cousin, signing off. I'll see you in the next episode, and now let's end with one more track from They Promised Me Ponies. I guess I couldn't find a better song to end the show, so let's end on They Promised Me Pony with their song, Join the Underground. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!